In this video, I am going to discuss about one of the very powerful scalping strategy which is applicable for crude oil. This strategy have one of the highest win rate, and the thing is that you don't need any indicators. Only thing you need is candlestick pattern. And this strategy which I am going to discuss in this video, that is one of my strategies in my new course, that is crude oil trading step-by-step guidance with 10 powerful intraday strategies. You know that there are many courses available online for to learn Nifty Bank Nifty trading or stock trading, but to learn crude oil trading, there is not much course available. Even on YouTube, whatever the videos you see, that is the half knowledge. So that is why I decided to launch one comprehensive course for crude oil traders. That is this crude oil trading step-by-step guidance with 10 powerful intraday strategies. This course is getting launched today, and if you are interested to learn crude oil trading from basics to advanced level, then you can go below this video and you can purchase it from my website. Now coming back to this strategy, I made a small presentation and I'll explain the criteria for this setup, and then we'll go to the crude oil charts and we'll do the back testing. Okay guys, this is the presentation and I'm going to show you everything with the image, so don't worry, this slide is just to brief you what is this setup is all about. First of all, overall trend should be uptrend for this setup. Entry candle should be 0 wicks candle. It has to happen near 20 MA, 50 MA or near the CPR or even near the swing high, swing low. And bull candle happens after series of red candle or after series of pin bar or doji. That is the high setup. Bull candle should be the first candle of the upward momentum. What I mean by that I'll show you with the image. If price retraces back to green bull candle low and makes pin bar, then you can again add to your position. What I mean by that you'll see with the image, and stop loss below the bar green candle low. This is just summary. Now I'll show you step by step what is this setup is all about with the help of image. When I say that overall trend should be strong uptrend, that means you know that you have to plot 20 MA and 20 MA is sloping upside. That means that is the uptrend, right? And you know that candles are making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. That is the indication of strong uptrend, right? That is, everybody knows that, nothing new in that. So that is the first criteria for this scalping setup in crude oil. And the second one is entry candle should be the bold green candle. This is very important because many people don't understand what I mean by bold green candle. I've shown you all 6 images here. All are green bullish candle, right? All these days, all must have thought that these are not a bullish candle because there is a wicks on the upside. This is a bullish candle because there is a wicks on the downside. You must have read it in technical analysis books which keep on saying that this is a bullish candle because there is a big wicks on the downside. That means sellers try to push the price down, then buyers came and closed the price higher. So that is what you keep reading when you learn the candlestick. But let me tell you that if you see this kind of candlestick, no doubt it's a bullish candle, but that is not applicable for our setup. If you see a candlestick with a wicks on the downside, then you should not take the entry. If you see a candlestick with the wicks on the both upside and downside, then that is not an entry. You should only look for the candlestick which is a green body, but there is no wicks on the downside. Zero wicks. Zero wicks means there is not even a small wicks. If you see this kind of candlestick, that is a high probability setup. Okay. So if you see wicks on the upside, doesn't matter. If you see wicks on the upside, doesn't matter. Main important thing is that bottom should not have any wicks. That is our setup for this scalping setup in crude oil. If you see a wicks on the downside, then you should avoid that setup. And how about this candlestick? This candlestick doesn't have any wicks on the upside or downside. Then also you should avoid it. Why you should avoid it? Because too huge candle. If candle doesn't have any wicks and the body is medium size, yes, then you can go for it. So that is why around 20 to 30 points, you should see the range in that candle. Okay. Bold candle without wicks on the downside, and it should not be too big, neither it should be too small. Around 20 to 30 points candle is fine. Okay. Next is bold candle should happen after series of red candle. What I mean by that, for example, you can see that price is going up, going up, going up, going up, then suddenly bearish candle, right? And there are almost 3 bearish candle and 1 green candle forms without any wicks on the downside. This is your candidate. Okay. This is your candidate because before that candlestick, there are 3 red candles, right? It can be 3, 4, 5, doesn't matter, but the higher the better, but it should not have a green bullish candle before that. Okay. Or after series of pin bar or doji candle, if you see then this setup is applicable. That means either this green bald candle can happen after series of pin bar or dojis or big red candle. That what I shown you in earlier slide, right? And another thing is that if that bald candle happens near some support like day slow support, swing low support, or if it happens like this near the 20 MA support, then it is a high probability trade. And next criteria I said entry candle only first bald candle of the upside momentum. What I mean by that, for example, look at this chart. You can see that candlestick started making doji pin bars, right? After that I said only this bald candle entry applicable. If there were big bearish candle or pin bar or doji, you can see that there were three doji candles and then bald green candle. That is your entry. Now you may ask me that this candle also doesn't have any wicks. This candle also doesn't have any wicks. This candle also doesn't have any wicks. Why I am marking it as a there is no entry? Why? Because what I said, the entry candle should be the first candle after series of doji or red candle. Okay. So you should take entry only on this candle, not on this candle, not on this candle, not on this candle. Even though those candle doesn't have any wicks, you should avoid it. Okay. The candle which you take entry, that should be the first candle after doji, which is making a bald candle without wicks on the bottom. Okay. So this is your entry and this should be your target. So that is what scalping means, right? Next candle only you can take the profit, but if momentum is very strong, then you can take the profit on third candle and try to capture quick 20 to 30 points in this scalping trading method. And I also said if price retraces back to green bald candle low and reverses and it makes a pin bar, then add. This is one of my favorite method to add to my position. That means most of the time when you see this kind of green bald candle without any wicks, most of the time it is a very powerful aggressive bullish candle. Okay. And suppose next candle doesn't go immediately and makes a bullish candle. Instead, it starts making a red candle, and when it comes down and once it comes to the low of this bald candle, most of the time immediately reversal can happen and it can make a bullish pin bar like this. Okay. And time frame 15 minutes. Okay. 15 minutes candlestick, not 5 minutes. Okay. So I add here, and if I see that next candle is not a bullish candle, rather it is going down and then it converts into a pin bar, I'll add here. Okay. Then I'll keep my stop loss below that green candle or below the pin bar. So that is the setup here. So what is the psychology behind this setup? Why this setup works very well on the charts? The reason is when you see this kind of candlestick, it is known as candlestick created by big players. Okay. Big players mean players like FIIs, big boys. So that means when they place the order, they don't place order like you and me. They don't place order like 20 lot, 30 lot, 50 lot, 100 lots. They place the order in millions. Okay. Their orders in thousands and millions lots. And when they place the order, what happens? When there is a huge order, suddenly price will start going up, right? Will it go down or goes up? Sudden price goes up. So that is why bald green candle are known to be candlestick created by big players. For example, look at this candle. This candle in textbook and all, they say that this candle is a very bullish candle. They say that initially sellers try to push the price down, then buyers came and pushed the price upside and made a bullish candle. This is not a candlestick which is created by big boys, because big boys, when they create a candle, they will not give any opportunity to price to go down, because they place orders in millions that is highly impossible for retailers to take the price down. Immediately price will go up. Okay. So now you know that how to identify big boys candles and retailers candles. So when you see this kind of candlestick, then you should know that it's a retailer's candlestick. Okay. And when you see this kind of candlestick, this candle is created by big boys. So now you know that which kind of candle you should give more importance to. And why I said once pin bar makes, you can again add to your position. Most of the time from here big move can come. The reason is big boys, when they created this candlestick, they have stop loss below the green candle, right? Once price comes near their stop loss, do you think that they will allow you to take their stop loss? they immediately aggressively buys and push the price upside, and it makes a green bullish candle. And where is the stop loss? Stop loss keep below the green bulb candle low, right? But keep some room, don't keep just below the green candle. So now you know that what is the setup, what is the criteria, everything. Now we are going to see in the crude oil chart. And I have marked some days where there was a strong uptrend and this kind of bold green candle happened, and you yourself now going to see how it worked on the chart. Okay, this is the chart which is WTI crude oil chart, and I have opened 15 minutes time frame. This setup is applicable only on 15 minutes time frame, as I said earlier, and I have already marked some days where there was a strong uptrend days, because first criteria what I said, trend should be on the upside for this setup, right? High probability whenever trend is a strong uptrend. So I marked the days whenever there was a uptrend in crude oil, and you can see that dotted green line what I marked here, that is what I marked it on the candlestick whenever that bald candle happened. Okay, so let us start. Which candle? You can see that this is the 12th June. You can see that this is the candle where it made a green bald candle without any wicks on the downside. This candle also made a without any wick side, and you can see that this candle also made any wicks on the downside. And what happened after that? You can clearly see that after that this candle did not give a strong move immediately, but after that a big move, right? This candle given a strong move, after that bald candle, then this was another bald candle, there was a strong move after that, right? I was telling you that for suppose if next candle comes to that bald candle low, immediately you can add to position, because immediately many times it get rejected. Look at this, when that green bald candle low, this next candle tried to go below that, immediately got rejected and it made a pin bar, and after that you can see a big movement, right? Another strong uptrend day was 14th. You can see that here this was one candle. When bullish candle happened, there was a big movement. After that another green bald candle was this. Okay, after that another big movement. After that market stays sideways, so it is not, this setup is not applicable. Okay, and next setup I've seen this happening strong uptrend on 27 June. Look at this. This is a green bald candle, right? Green bald candle, green bald candle. After that green bald candle, you can see that big movement came here, immediately next candle. And this candle, I was telling you that whenever price comes to the low of that candle, chances of getting rejected higher. Look at this. This candle tried to came to the low of that green candle and immediately got rejected. This candle also tried to come and break this green candle low, immediately got rejected and big movement came, right? And you can see that there was another big bald candle was here, right? So after that again big momentum. So now you know that which kind of setups you should look for. Then this is the 1st July. 1st July also there was a strong upward momentum, and this candle, look at this candle, right? It's a green bald candle and immediately momentum. Here also green bald candle, immediately momentum here. Here you can see that green bald candle, immediately momentum. But what I said, if you see this green bald candle after series of pin bar or a red candle, then it's a high probability. This is a high probability. This is not a high probability because before that only there was a momentum. Next, there was a strong momentum on 17 July. Look at this, 17 July also, which are the candles made a huge green bald candle, green bald candle, green bald candle, green bald candle, green bald candle. So which are the candles made a high probability setup? This is a high probability setup. This is a high probability setup. Why? Because before that bald candle, see what happened. 3 bearish candle, right? Right? 3 bearish candle. Here also almost 2-3 bearish candle. Then it's a high probability setup. This is actually not a high probability setup because before that there were a couple of candles. So this candle is a high probability because there was a consolidation before that candle, right? This is not a high probability candles because already move started from here. So that is why you should know that when it is high probability, when it is low probability. Don't enter on every green bald candle. Before entering, go back and see whether it was after consolidation, after pin bar, or whether after some red candles. Then it becomes high probability. And this is the last chart, 31st July. In that, you can see that there was a green bald candle, green bald candle, green bald candle, right? And here also there is a green bald candle. So now which are the candles are important? this candle is a very powerful, this candle is a high probability. Why? Before that there were two bearish candles. This candle is a high probability because before that there were three candlesticks and same time it was at 20 EMA support also, right? And another thing I was telling you that whenever price comes to the low of that bullish bald green candle low, then immediately get rejected most of the time. Look at this. Next candle only immediately got rejected and after that huge momentum on the upside, right? This candle also high probability, right? Because before that there were three green candles, but this candle was not a high probability. Why this candle was not a high probability? Because before that already there were three bullish candles, right? So then you should avoid taking the trade. Here also there was a green bald candle, another green bald candle. Both are high probability. This is not a high probability, but this is a high probability because there were three doji kind of candlestick before this bald candle, right? And again, you can see that next two candles try to come to the low of that green candle and immediately got rejected, right? Because this green bald candle created by big players, big boys, they have the stop loss and they will not allow you to take the stop loss and they immediately buy aggressively and most of the time price again start going. Now you yourself has seen that how powerful this scalping technique in crude oil and you have seen that very high win probability in this setup. And I have shown you only 2 months, June and July months only. Now go back to historical charts and see how this setup worked previously. And if you like this strategy, then similar to this kind of strategy, I total discussed 10 strategies in my new course, that is the crude oil trading course. If you are interested, you can go below this video in the description section. And if you are interested, you can purchase it from my website and you can learn this kind of powerful crude oil trading strategies. That's about today's video on quick scalping in crude oil trading. So that's it guys from my side and I'll see you soon with a new video. Until then, bye and take care.